Already gone through the Olympics. We faced each other once. He got me at the trials. I got him at the Olympics. So for me, you don't need to run together all the time. Then you kind of play the rivalry down if you always be competing against each other. I think top athletes should compete maybe 3 times a season, 2 times maximum, because if you always compete, people are going to get bored and they're going to know who's going to win. So if you give it time, long periods where you compete against each other, then when the clashes come, people are going to really want to see.
And away he goes now. Makes it look so easy.
It's a fast track without a doubt, so it's not going to be hard. I don't think it's going to be hard running a fast time. My agent has pointed out something that the last 2 races I've broken meet records, so it would be nice to run on a 9:75 here, so it would be good. I think that would be a good end to the season.
Well, what has he got left? He looked a little tired yesterday at the press conference. You can understand why. I just wonder, he stepped out here again, this big crowd, merits world record. He loves this sort of stage. One more race, one more trip to the well. He's got Kim Collins, former world champion, next to him, of course, man who famously was sent home by his team at the Olympic Games. Wouldn't dare have done that to Usain BOLT, even if he had stayed out all night. Right in the middle there, that's Wilfred Mate, the man with the goatee beard who organised this meeting. And he's seen plenty of champions over the years, but none bigger than him. Ryan Bailey's had a cracking year, the big, powerful American. Tell you what, he makes a few hearts split around the hotels of Europe. Nesta CARTER of Jamaica, the man that they go to, of course, as they lead off man in the relay. ASHMEADE was picked up a little, looked as though he picked up a bit of an injury last week, but he's here, which is good to see. And Gerald PHIRI in lane 9. Well, there's the full lineup for you. We're expecting BOLT to win, and if he does win, it means he'll take the diamond race in the 100 metres, but that's not the point, is it? The crowd here want to see something special. I don't think we're quite in world record country, obviously. Meeting record, perhaps. BOLT last year ran 9.76 here. Perfect conditions tonight. Fast track, slight following breeze. Nice and warm, big crowd. Just what he likes. One more.
Set.
Not the best of starts for BOLT, in fact a terrible start. Carter got out very well indeed, and Kim Collins has gone well, but here comes Usain BOLT, and BOLT's just doing enough here. BOLT wins it, 9:87. Bad day at the office, and he still does 9:87. It's a win, it's a crowd pleaser. It won't go down on his list of all-time great races, but even he can on occasion not look ordinary. Even 9:86, I can't believe that sometimes we look at him and we see him run times like that and we go, well, that wasn't so good, was it, Usain? And it's still way, way better than most sprinters can ever dream of. Really slow out of the blocks, and just looking at reaction times, and Colin will pick up on this, 0.183. He almost stood up and then started running. I bet they were worried a little bit, weren't they, the crowd, though? You could see that, there wasn't that huge roar. It wasn't until he got into the last 30 or 40. But it's good, Colin, that he's here. He is the biggest star of the sport. It may well be Blake's stage tonight. It's already been Merritt's stage tonight. That might be what people take away. But he is such an important part of these meets. What did you make of all of that? No, he's rotten out the blocks, wasn't he? Yeah, actually, when you see him, you can tell it.
I will happily go down and tell him how dreadful that start was. It was not just the reaction, it was the pick of 2, which was absolutely atrocious. So this is the class of the man when he can he can really just amble out the blocks and still, without pressing in the last 10 metres, run 9.86 seconds. That's faster than most other countries' national records. And look, he gets past the field and then he switches down, looking across, smiling and thinking, you know what, that's job done for this season. He's had a phenomenal year. He set himself a really tough task, remember, of trying to win 3 gold medals up against classy sprinters. He delivered that. He's just got to be really happy with his whole season. And you know, when it comes to this time when he sits back as a retired athlete and reflects on his life in this sport, he's going to say, boy oh boy, it was a great time. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. I played to the crowd. They loved it. I loved performing. And he always delivered when it counts. And of course, that's really important.
Well, there he is, and this is what people come to see. Barefoot, we don't often see that, do we? Those spikes. I was at Mo Farah's dinner the other night, and a pair of Usain spikes, which Usain auctioned, went for, I think, £36,000. So whoever caught those spikes in the crowd, you've got yourself a bargain.
Well, hopefully they'll do the right thing and offer them up for charity.